watching Mental Shift with Michelle Mras. And for those of you who have no idea who you're listening to, and you're like, why is this lady on? My name is Michelle Mras. I'm an international award-winning, wow, I'm a keynote speaker. I'm a two-time author, and I'm a communications coach. And I happen to have a podcast, and you're watching or listening to it right now, called Mental Shift. And today I have two fabulous students from the University College of Technology in Osmania University from the ESL, which actually is the Entrepreneurship Development Cell, and they call it the ESL. I've had them on my program before, the whole gang of them, and we talked about what the ESL was. Well, from the last time I had them on the show, two of them have written a book, another book, and it's called The Voices of the Alumni, the Entrepreneurship Edition. And I wanted to have these two young ladies on, and their mentor, Sharvan, who is a really good friend of mine, and I wanted them on. And I want to let you know, these students are beyond just authors, okay? I'm saying just, that's huge. But they're second-year chemical engineering students. Now, they are branching into something that's no one out there in their university or in their sphere has done before outside of the ESL. The ESL was the first student-made book. This is huge, people, and that's why I wanted to bring them onto the show, because I wanted to share this bright light that they're bringing into the world. So I'll stop babbling and welcome Sharvan.
Hey, thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate our friendship. And, you know, the last time when the students came here and had a discussion about their first book, which was the ESL Odyssey, where, how they started the ESL from nothing, an idea, and how they, made it a group, a living organic group. And since then, these two students have written a book. We have noticed that our alumni community has not been connected with the college. So we said, hey, why don't we figure out a way to do it? And so this was the plan. We will record their successes so that these students who have, they have their own questions. And so we said, hey, ask your questions to the people who have already, been in your shoes and who have gone out into the real world and have succeeded. So they came up with their own questions, and then they went and spoke with the alumni. And that created a bridge between the alumni and the college. And now we have more college students, more alumni meeting with us. So before we go further, since we are all stuck with this COVID virus, with the isolation that's going on all over the world, the families are also at home. So I thought, let the students introduce their families, and we'll get started from there. Is that okay with you, Michelle?
Sure. Yeah. Well, who do we want to start with? Who's ready?
Let's start with Triveni.
Triveni. Oh, are you on you? Okay, you're not muted.
Let's see. Triveni, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you.
No sound.
No, not yet. So you have to figure out your sound, Triveni.
Okay, so we're moving.
So we'll go to Shivani.
Shivani, you're up. Do we not have sound on Shivani also?
Shivani was speaking. What happened, Shivani?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes. He is my father.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Nice to meet you, sir. We are very happy through video conference. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We are happy. We are very happy, sir, to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I just really like your daughter. Right.
Your lot of support, sir, and advice to her.
Absolutely.
She
Anybody?
is my mother. Varsha.
Okay.
Namaste, ma'am. Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Namaste.
Today, great day, madam. We to talk to you with your members.
Thank you.
Madam, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel very happy. I pinch them and I very great to feeling and great opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And she is my sister, Vaishnavi. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, good evening, actually.
Hey Vaishnavi, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, ma'am? How are you, sir?
We're wonderful,
Good.
thank you.
So how are you feeling about your sister being an author, Vaishnavi?
I'm so much happy for that, sir. And she got an opportunity, and she has so much source, unlike you. And she is very more motivated with you, sir. So I don't have that source, but I'm happy that she has a source and she done it. And I feel that she will more succeed above.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, Vaishnavi, you are right. I think she will do really good things. And
Yes.
you are all there for her. She really likes you a lot. She talks about you all the time.
They look
For
like
support.
twins.
Yeah.
And thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome, thank you.
So let's go to Triveni. Is Triveni, how are you? Can you speak now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Triveni.
Oh my God. Hello. Sir,
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Sir?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
He is my brother. Ma'am, he is my brother Tarun, studying intermediate second year.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Tarun, how are you?
Fine, sir. What about you, sir?
Doing very good. So how are you thinking about your sister? She has become an author now.
Yes, sir. Great feeling, sir. And she is inspiration to me, sir.
Oh,
Good.
good. As
Very
she is
good.
for many.
Alan, namaste, madam.
Namaste.
Thank you,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
she is my mother.
Hello, Bhavana Randi?
Oh,
Madam, namaste. Sir, namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, Randi.
Sir, namaste.
Bhavnara?
బాగున్నాను సార్ మీరు బాగున్నారా
Bhavana. So thank you, Triveni, for introducing your family.
thank you.
ఇంగ్లీష్ నో సార్
So, Michelle, do you want to get started with, with the questions you have for these two wonderful women, girls, young women,
Ladies,
ladies?
yes. Well, I wanted to ask, the first question is, tell me about yourself. I mean, I'll start with, we'll go to Shivani first. Tell me a little bit tell the audience a little bit about yourself, and what made you want to write the book? And then did you choose Triveni, or did she choose you? How did you become co-authors? So tell us about you. Why did you want to write it, and who chose who? And then we're going to go over to Triveni.
I'm Shivani, studying second year BTech Chemical Engineering, ma'am.
Okay.
I live in Bhadradri, Kottagudem, Telangana. My hobbies are singing and writing. And I think that my hobby of writing made me an author today. This opportunity is given by Sharvan sir. He selected us both, and he gave us an idea of interviewing alumni. And what was the third question, ma'am?
You answered actually all of them.
You did.
You did. Very good. So not only are you an author, but you're a very succinct speaker. So that's very good.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you. Now, Triveni, what made you want to write the book? I mean, you
Hello,
know,
ma'am.
Sharvan, sir, he encouraged you and he chose you to write the book. Now, I'm going to ask you a different question. Tell me a little bit about you, but what did you learn from writing this book? What was the experience that you learned?
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Ma'am?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you, ma'am, can you repeat it? It's not clear.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then tell us what was your biggest lesson that you learned from writing the book?
Okay, first I'll introduce myself, ma'am. I'm Triveni Gangadari, presently pursuing second year of chemical engineering in Osmania University, Hyderabad, Telangana. And I'm an average student at studies, but I'm a kind of girl who gives importance to both co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities. Now I'm proud that I'm co-author of 2 books, Voices of Alumni Entrepreneurship Edition and ESL Odyssey. My ultimate aim is to become a civil servant. And this is a small introduction to me. And I'll tell what I've learned. We learned many things, ma'am. First thing is time management and balancing our academic activities and this book work. We learned to be disciplined towards our work as we had deadline for the book to be completed. The other thing we learned was how to be patient because we did not use any transcribing software to transcribe our interviews. We listened to them and wrote them and later edited them. It took us nearly 8 hours to transcribe an interview length of 1 hour 30 minutes. And we went to different companies and different parts of our city. So we got to know about different places in our city. And the important thing we learned was how to approach the alumni for the interview and also how to text them and how to talk to them and how to fix the time and date for the interview. These are the few things we tell.
That's a lot. That's a lot of lessons. And you actually answered my next 2 questions. So very good.
Very good. Yeah, very well done.
Very well concised in, because that was some of my questions was what were other challenges? How was it to reach out to the alumni who are very busy people and to try to capture what you needed for the book? So let me think of my next question then. I saw, we've met your family and they're so excited for you. What was their reaction when you told them, well, one, you're writing a book, and then when you finished the book? So I'm going to ask you to answer, Shivani. Will you answer that? How did your families react?
First of all, parents want to see their children progressing.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents are one of them who want my progress. And one of the thing when they got to know about I have become an author was nothing but tears of happiness. They were so much happy that whatever the little thing I do, they get happy by nothing. If I do a small thing, they think it as a big thing, and just tell neighbors, families, and all. And when they came to know that I have become an author, it was like they cried, they laughed, and they were so much happy for me. And this makes me motivated always to strive more and to make them happy and proud always.
Well, I say this often to many people. What you see as ordinary, others see as extraordinary. That you are writing this book and you're like, I'm just doing this. We're just doing this together. We're just, we're driven and we're doing what we're doing. Not many people can be an author. Not many people would have the drive to find all the alumni and pursue them and get on their calendars and talk to them and do. What you have done is beyond ordinary. It is quite extraordinary. And I commend both of you for doing what you've done, because what you've done is you've opened a door for not just yourself, but for every student after you and around you, because now they know it's possible. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Exactly.
So
That is one of the things
Thank you, ma'am.
that is one of the things we talk about in eCell. You are not doing this for you. You are laying the path for many others to follow. India has a very young population, and the unemployment rate is quite high. So we want these kind of activities, we want the students to express themselves. The more they express themselves, the more opportunities get created within the society. And so that's what we are trying to do. So we are letting these young people express themselves.
well, then I want to tell you, you're not trying, you are.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
And
very much. Yes.
what's so exciting about
Thank
listening
you,
to
ma'am.
both of you and meeting you is that
Thank you.
what's amazing is
Thank you so much, ma'am.
one day you are the alumni,
Right.
and one day there will be a student coming to talk to you about the
Oh
the
my
path that
God.
you led
Thank
for
you
them.
a lot.
So whoosh. I just want you to realize that one day you're going to be in a book called The Voices of Alumni, the Women Entrepreneurial Edition. So be prepared.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It means a lot.
Ma'am.
I'm excited for you. You have really no concept of how big this is.
Yep, they don't.
No, we're in Colorado, and you know I'm an international speaker. I'm an author of actually 3 books. The 3rd book is waiting to be printed. And so I'm watching you at your young age wishing, wow, if I had started at your age, where would I be now?
Exactly.
It's just so, that's why I'm so excited. I'm grinning from, my cheeks are hurting because I keep smiling so hard because you opened such a big door for you and so many other people behind you. I'm
Right.
so proud of you. I'm so excited for your future. Okay, enough. Let me go to my next question. Or I'll just sit there and go, oh, okay. So your families were very excited for you. Triveni, how did your friends say when you said, I'm writing a book? What did they say?
No,
Did they say,
ma'am.
no way, you're not writing a book? Or did they say,
No, ma'am.
oh, you're just making a
No,
blog
ma'am.
online? What did you do?
No, ma'am. They started calling me another. Hey, other. Hey,
Oh,
don't waste your time. They started calling me like that. And when they finally saw the output, the book, they started respecting us also.
awesome.
This is the thing I achieved through this book.
Very nice. Very nice.
And what's really nice about this is you're inspiring everyone who's just in contact or sees you, okay?
Exactly.
You have become a leader beyond leaders in your circles. So now when people say, you know what, I cannot pass that test next week. I cannot pass that test next week. Now when they look at you, they do, I also didn't think I could be an author. Well, maybe now I can. You see,
Right.
you open the I can't to, well, maybe it's possible. And once people believe it's possible, anything can happen.
Right. I was talking with one of the girls recently. She is very shy. And then she saw, all these girls write books, right? And then she approached me 2 weeks ago and she's like, can I write a book? And I was like, I was so excited for her because she has these big dreams, but she's so shy. And I was like thinking, how is she going to reach those big dreams if she's not going to make those steps, right? And she got so inspired seeing all these girls and she said, I think I can do it too. And she's like, can I do it? I said, absolutely, we'll make that happen. So now I'm trying to put together another group and we are going to write a book called The Seminal Moments in the College of Technology.
Oh.
Because what we are seeing is we don't know what is like. When I was going to school 30 years ago in the College of Technology, there were 5 girls. Now there are 60% girls. out of 60 students, there are 36 girls and 24 boys. Can we, I mean, how did that happen? How could you say go from 6 to 36 and the boys going from 44 to 24?
It's the belief system.
So
women are believing in themselves and stepping up. They're opening doors and making it possible that we don't have to be in the path that we thought we had to be in.
exactly.
Ladies,
So
I don't know if you know, my background is in engineering. That was what my degree was in.
right. So we are trying to find those moments, Michelle, which 20 years from now, we'll say, wow, that moment triggered this whole thing. So we are trying to see whether we can find moments. So we are documenting those moments. We want to document many of those moments that happened today. And we want to see 20 years from now, whether any of those moments have become a huge thing.
And they will.
Exactly. So that's why we are calling it a seminal moment. We want to see which of those, I mean, we don't know which one will really become a seminal moment. We are hoping some of these moments will transform to a seminal moment. So this will be a fun thing because now the students have to look around them all the time thinking, is this going to be a big deal 20 years from now? What happened today is a big deal from now.
Well, what I want you all to keep in mind is something as simple as sitting at lunch with your friends and saying something out loud. You know, one day when I finish writing this book, we're going together on a tour of blah, blah, blah. And we're going to talk about how women in India are transforming, or how our e-cell is transforming our entire nation. And everyone's going to do, wow, that's a really big idea. And then some younger child that isn't even in your group heard you and will be the one who changes everything forever, and you don't know it. So
right.
Track everything every time you open your mouth in a crowd, because people are listening.
Right.
And the reason I say that is for like my example, 5 years ago when I had my brain injury, that's when I met Sharvan. I said something somewhere that, you know, one day I'd like to be an international speaker, but, you know, I don't know.
Right.
And now I am.
Right.
Now, I also said I would like to just change one person's life. I said it way back then. If I could just change one person's life, I'd be happy.
You did. You changed so many now.
Well, but it was really pivotal because one day I'm on Facebook with my friends or talking to someone, and I get a message pop up. Michelle, thank you so much for your book. You changed my life. And I'm thinking, who is this person? They're not my friend or my relative, because those are who I thought bought my book. And it was a woman who read my book. She was in corporate America. And she read my book and she said, you know what? Life is too short. I want to open a coffee and tea shop. She quit her job, opened a coffee and tea shop, and is so happy. She's now living like in Germany with a coffee and tea shop. But because I wrote a book and she read it, it changed her life. So you don't know who you're affecting and when they actually heard you.
Right.
Isn't that exciting?
It is. It is.
Okay. Now,
one of the alumni actually called me and he said, Sharvan, I love this book so much. I want to print 3,000 copies of it and give it. And so who knows whether it will happen, but he called us and he said he wants to do it. He just loved the book so much. And, you know, so that is a possibility that it's going to happen sometime in the next few months.
I'll bet say it'll happen really fast. Now, my question, is Triveni back? Triveni back?
Yeah, she's back.
Okay. So I wanted to ask both of you,
Yes.
how was it to interview such successful people? It's very intimidating, or was it exciting? How was that?
It was exciting.
Firstly, we were very happy. Oh,
Continue.
okay, Shivani, continue. Yeah, firstly, we were very happy interviewing them. But at the beginning, we felt very nervous and anxious because we never had such kind of experience before interviewing the people. But once we were done, we felt very confident that we could do this. And we learned many things from them, like how to be consistent, how to think out of the box, how to build a network.
Uh-oh, we lost her.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's having, I think Shivani might have to answer the question.
Yeah, Shivani, you're going to have to answer that question because we can't hear Triveni.
No, many of my batchmates and many of the people have not got this opportunity to meet successful people directly. And we met them, we were given opportunity to ask them questions lively. This is what we have created. And in whatever situation, Sharvan sir was there to support us.
Of course.
He was the ultimate one.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Who constantly supported us in all the ways. Like starting,
Ma'am,
like
we are.
Oops.
At the end when editing was going on, he spent all the day and night for us. And all of them we met. The successful people have their own stories, and they inspired us a lot in the journey of writing this book.
Right.
Outstanding.
Thank you, Shivani.
Triveni, and thank you, Shivani. Triveni, your internet's coming in and out, so we can only hear every fourth word.
So go ahead,
Oh my
Triveni.
God. The network is poor.
Yes.
The network is poor, sir.
Yes, we know. Yeah, go ahead. So, Michelle, do you have a question for Triveni now, since she's on?
Yes, Triveni, what did you learn from your co-author? What did you learn from each other? What did you learn about working together?
Ma'am, she's a very disciplined girl. When Sharvan sir announced that you are going to work for a book, I was really on cloud nine working with Shivani, because I have been seeing her since a year, and I know how she works and how she writes and how she respects the people, how she cares the people and friends. So that's why I learned many things from her, and she's a perfect example for a teammate. A teammate is someone who fills the gaps. So she's the perfect example of a teammate. She fills the gap between team.
Nice.
I like these qualities of Shivani very much.
Awesome.
Very nice.
And Triveni is the like inspiring one for whatever I did. Like as she was in the cloud 9, I was in the cloud 10.
Good answer.
I didn't know about Triveni much before this work, like before writing this book. But after that, we have became the best of the best friends. we like whenever we went to appointment to interview people, we used to travel a lot, and we too have become the stronger ones. Traveling and all the journey made us strong girls.
Very nice. Very
Good
nice.
job.
Yeah.
Well,
It
and
is
that's
strong between.
She does the smart work. She does the smart work, and whenever I feel low, I am there to support you. You just keep on going.
so what I'm learning from this is, Sharvan, very
Right.
good job pairing the right people together.
I know.
Good job knowing and reading people personalities, because this could have exploded if you mix the wrong personality types to work together. You did a very good job because they complemented each other.
Right.
Congratulations.
Actually, I have made, I'm not one of those people who gets things quickly. I make a lot of mistakes, and through mistakes I learn.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, some people get it quickly, right? But it's not me. I seem to make a lot of mistakes. But
No, wait. I've got to correct you then. a lot of people appear to not make mistakes. What they've done is they've made many, many mistakes in the behind the scenes before anyone sees them actually do anything.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I think, they were, because of them, we were able to get 3 other books started because of these 2.
Yeah.
We got the women's edition started, and now we have the pioneers edition going on. And we have a textile edition going on. So we have 3 books that got started just because of these 2, because they said we can do it, and they did it. And now everyone's thinking, oh, we can do it too. And that's exactly what I wanted to prove to the world, that you can do everything, but you just needed someone to show you that path.
Now, Shivani and Triveni, I have a homework assignment for you for life. I want you to journal your journey now, okay? Because what's happening is one day you are going to write a book about how you were a student that started a book, and the journey as you grow into the entrepreneur leader in India that you will be, and into the world. And you'll be able to take this book and give it right back to the school and say, ladies, follow suit, follow us. Write
Right.
your book, start it now, journal now.
Right.
I'm excited. Okay, one more story, one more question. Your cover of your book, who designed that? Did someone else design it, or did you design it together?
Yeah, it was Nikhil brother from 3rd year. He was our senior. He's our senior.
Ah. So did you have multiple designs, and did you decide as a group or as a team, or did you let multiple people make a design and then you chose? How did you do this? Oh, Triveni, your sound is off.
Triveni, your sound is off again. No, it's off. I think Shivani has to say, tell.
Triveni.
First, we made a draft. Like we draw something. We draw something, drew something, like to the cover page, for the cover page.
Okay.
And later we edited it. We discussed with Nikhil Anna, and he said this would be better. And collectively we decided the cover page.
One of the things we wanted, Michelle, is I believe life happens in a conversation. Okay. So I wanted these people to talk. When we start talking about, like, suppose say Shivani only talks about Triveni, and then that is not really, it doesn't, the friendships don't go too far. But Shivani and Triveni work on an idea together. Now the friendship becomes stronger. So ESL is the idea, and then all the students underneath are working towards that idea. So now she is talking with Nikhil, who is a 3rd year student. Usually 3rd year students, 2nd year students, they don't talk. It is, they're in a silo. 3rd year students are in a silo, 2nd year students are in a silo. So ESL has changed the whole thing. Now she goes and talks freely with the 3rd year students. And they give her their suggestions, so that is what we did. It's a collaborative approach, even though they did bulk of the work, but they had a lot of support from their classmates, their seniors, and even their juniors. So it has become like a community book or a team book.
Even more important, because now you're crossing generations, time. I mean, it's changing the normal.
Right.
We've recreated it, because now no one will be afraid to cross through the other grades. They're like, you know what? We did it last time. Why can't we do it now? And the thing is that kind of collaboration will help you later in life as alumni. When you're out, collaboration is important.
Yep.
Hold on, let me unmute you. I was muting someone because there was too much noise, and my recorder was picking up the noise and not Sharvan.
Very nice.
You're both unmuted again.
So you want to, Triveni and Shivani, now that you have become authors and everything, what are you feeling now with all these, with interviewing with Michelle and, so what is your, what are you thinking next?
Yeah, what's your next big step?
You want to go, Shivani?
Or let Triveni go, because if she can't speak, then we'll let Triveni talk.
Yeah, let Triveni go. Yeah, Triveni, go ahead. Oh my God, we can't hear you again. We cannot hear you, Triveni. So, Shivani, I think you are the one, you are the speaker for everything.
You're the spokesperson. Triveni, just keep smiling. We can see you.
Right, we can see you. Go ahead, Shivani.
First of all, becoming an author is the greatest achievement I can feel, because there are many friends of mine who told me after I wrote a book. They all told me I have very good talent of becoming an author, but I have no such a platform to do it. And I feel myself lucky that I have a platform called ESL in UCT OU, which made me an author today.
Awesome. Triveni, are you going to try to talk? How will you?
Nope, not working.
And meeting entrepreneurs, knowing about their stories, their success stories, and we have interviewed people, and now we are being interviewed by such great lady like you. This is what I feel myself successful. I'm succeeded already.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome, because the thing is now you've done what you've done.
Right.
What's not possible?
Right.
You have already done what would be normally considered impossible. You've made it possible, which now makes everything possible.
And one thing, ma'am, like it is said that if we want something hardly, if we want something to happen, the whole world conspires to make it happen.
Yes.
And as I have already told that my hobby was to writing. My hobby was writing. I really wanted to be an author.
You are.
And people like Sharvan sir, it is like I am blessed to have Sharvan sir as my mentor, who believed in me, in us, that we have we can do something. We can write a book, and it made me an author today. The moment I saw my name on the book, I was top of the world. I was on the top of the world just by seeing the name on the cover page of the book.
Well,
Exactly.
you want to know a secret? We're running out of time, but you want to know a secret? Sharvan was the one who believed in me. He was the one, when I was not speaking anymore, asked me to go to TEDx here in Colorado. He believed in me when I didn't believe in me. And now I'm everywhere. He gave me the opportunity to be on stage, and it's changed my trajectory of my entire life.
Ma'am, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What was your feeling when you were given an opportunity to talk before thousands of people, like lakhs and crores of people? What was your thought? Like,
my thought was, why me? What made me so special that anyone would want to listen to me? And then once I was up there and I could see the eyes of the people looking at me with just, wow, I realized that's my calling. I'm supposed to be on the stage with actually now millions of people watching me and listening to me talk and sharing positivity and sharing hope and sharing that there is more in the world and that we are worth in worthy of more than we ever imagined. And if we need to borrow the belief from someone else who believes in us, Sharvan in our cases, until we believe in ourselves, then we borrow that belief until we believe in ourselves, so that we can go out and do what we do, so other people can believe in themselves. I love that it's a domino effect, that people, it's like it just keeps growing. The more people believe in us, we believe in them, and it just shares across the world. It's beautiful. So yes, my first impression was, why me? And now my impression is, why not me?
Wow. Very nice. Very
Thank you,
nice.
ma'am.
Hey, Michelle,
Yes.
the second chapter in their book, which is the Our E-Cell.
Mhm.
If you look at it, this chapter is about how they can, how the E-Cell was formed. And then at the end, there are 4 things which we said, because we wanted to do a non-linear way to bring our college to light. If you try to do a linear way, we are going to be, it will take too long. So we had to come up with something extraordinary, something no one thinks, something people say is impossible. So we put in 4 things which we wanted to accomplish. And if you wouldn't believe it, this book was published December 25th, something like that, 24th.
20
Since
seconds.
then, out of 3 out of 4 have gotten started. Projects got started in the college. Can you believe that? I mean, we just put it out there this in the last week of December. And those are extraordinary ideas, which are, I mean, I don't even think people even thought were even as considered, it could even be considered.
Well, that's why Shivani's, what she said was so important. When you put something into the world, the universe conspires to help you make it happen. You put it out in the world, and you have started an avalanche, just a tsunami, you name it, whatever it is, of the cosmos, the world doing, let's make it happen. Let's make dreams happen. And when more people believe and dream, more will happen. And this is how you change a world. This is how you change India. I mean, that's what the E-Cell is about.
Right.
It's starting one idea at a time.
Right.
And you
Exactly.
started this, and it's so exciting. Now, I do want to ask one question, because we've got to wrap it up, because I think my time on my the podcast is growing. What is the one message you would like to give to the world, to the people who haven't read your book yet, or the people you think should read your book, or to people behind you, the students behind you? What is the one message you wish you could share to everyone if they asked you? What was the message? Triveni, you're going to try to talk?
Nope, not working. Triveni, not working.
You write signs and just hold it up.
Yeah, I think Shivani, you have to go.
Okay, Sharvani, you have to answer.
My message to the world is, people often try to compare others. People compare others, and they don't know that they have such a great potential in them, that they can conquer whole world. So I give the message to the world that be thankful for what you have. The world is struggling a lot to have it. Thank you.
Whoa, that was fantastic, Shivani.
And Triveni's like, I want to say something. Thank you so much for those very wise words. And thank you, Sharvan, for bringing these 2 lovely ladies together, because ladies, you don't know how much you're changing the world. Please start journaling, write down your journey, because there will be another young lady one day coming to you and asking you your journey, okay?
Yep.
Be prepared.
Thank you, ma'am. You're so gorgeous, and your smile is excellent, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir.
And one day I will come and I will meet you. One day I will meet you.
Sure, ma'am.
I'm gonna go on the luggage with Sharvan, and I will be there.
Yep. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. See, we are throwing it into the universe now, that
Yes.
idea.
I do. I want to interview everybody in person.
Yes, we'll make it happen.
Okay. So,
So-
have a fabulous day. Thank you
you.
for doing what you do. And I want a link to your book or something, and I'll get that from Sharvan, and I'll be able to add it to the podcast.
Okay.
Thank you. All
Thank
of
you.
you, everyone listening to Mental Shift, thank you for joining this conversation with Triveni and Shivani and Sharvan from the
Thank you.
University College of Technology, Osmania University. And this is a segment of the E-Cell group, the Entrepreneurship Development Cell group. We call them the E-Cell. And these are the two authors of Voices of the Alumni, the Entrepreneurship Edition. Thank you so much for joining us, and hope you all subscribe to Mental Shift and follow me on YouTube, also YouTube.com/Michelle Mras. Until next time, have a fabulous day.
Thank you.